Hello, America. This is not a game. You have chosen the red pill. Welcome to the New World Order. You will now see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Enjoy the ride. Are you willing to go into the cave of your mind? The subconscious part, where memories are stored.
Into the cave.
Are you willing to go into the cave of your heart, where trauma lives? Are you willing to go into the cave of your life, to look for the skeletons that need to be examined?
Remember our choice.
To find your voice.
I know.
Are you willing to choose the cave when times are rough?
Things get rough.
When you've had enough?
I know sometimes.
Are you willing to go into the cave, into the void, into the quiet spaces of your being, to find your true self?
Into the void, into the cave.
How did you feel about the election?
It's disparaging. It was honestly quite a surprise what the outcome was. But it's, yeah, if I were to sum it up in just one word, just absolutely disparaging.
Yeah, absolutely disparaging. I'm letting that land. What I do know is you're not alone in it. You're not alone in it. To face our shadow, America, is a hard, hard task. To lean into the discomfort of who we have been is a hard pill to swallow. This is America, right? Where we have the freedom to pursue happiness. But what if happiness was never supposed to be a pursuit? So we're going to talk about the real deal. As Black Madonna said, this is not a game. We chose red over blue. You saw how I like trip myself up with that? Like, we chose red over blue. The invitation is to take off your narrative of these two colors, to remove your memory of what these two colors may have meant for you, and to experience them neutrally. This is the invitation. We're going to go through a somatic experience where we will explore color psychology. This will all make sense as this episode progresses, but I'm asking for your consent to participate in this practice. If you feel uncomfortable with participating in this practice, that is okay too. Feel free to just observe the process. I ask that you sit through the discomfort and not pass through this episode. But if it is too much for you, you are always welcome to leave. That typically means that we're not each other's people, and that's okay. So let's play this game. Blue. What comes up for you when you look at the color blue? Is it calming? Is it cool? Is it comfortable? Is it safe? Just give yourself a few moments to really focus on this color. The water, the sky, the air, if we want to be creative. Just really taking in this color and checking in with your body. Notice any sensations you may be feeling. Notice any thoughts that may be coming up. Just take note of it. No need to control it, just observe it. Blue. Red. What do you think about when you notice this color? A symbol of passion, fire, rage. For some people, this color may feel alluring, captivating, entertaining. Red, the color of blood, and more blood. And more blood. And more blood. What comes up for you when you look at this color? What do you notice in your body when you sense into this color? Any new sensations come up? Are you noticing a difference between your experience with red and your experience with blue? Red. 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 The Matrix. All right. Woo! Let's just really soak in what just happened with that experience. The Matrix, right? We constantly say, we need to get out of the Matrix, get out of the Matrix, get out of the Matrix. I think about the movie, right? Morpheus. When Neo comes and Morpheus says, you have two options, the red pill or the blue pill. The red pill, if you take the red pill, you will see beyond the veil of this world. And the blue pill, you just go back to regular life as it was, as you remember it. We are done. America, We are done with a two-party system. There's so much more than division. We have no right to vote for land we do not own. We are tired, America. Our work weeks are too long, America. Parents lose time with their children, America. We have asked for help, America. Indigenous bodies are dying, but you know that. Isn't that how you started? I pledge allegiance to what flag? United States of what, if my grandmothers aren't on the council? I don't care what you say, celebrity. When you jump on your private jets, you don't think of me. Organize a convention so that we can actually come together to learn sustainable methods, systems that work. You have the money to do it. I want more than a vote. Hope. Close to nope. Hope for what? If I already have. Does the seed hope to grow, or do we water it? Real question. I hope we will all survive. Are you kidding me? People, human beings. The earth needs us to listen. You think the weather is just playing a game? You think the core of the earth just shifted for no apparent reason? So let's talk about this exodus right now. Everybody wanting to jump ship. Not my president, not my president. I'm moving to another country. Yeah, me too. Not my president, not my president. I'm moving to another country. Is that not colonialism in itself? Did you first check with these places you're planning to move to get their consent? To see if your beingness on their land will actually enrich it and nourish it? Now is not the time to run. No more hiding from what we truly have been. Too comfortable to make a meaningful difference. So what do we do now? All right, cup. It's a cool cup. We're not going to say what kind of cup it is, but, I just want to say that Yemoja was extracted and used as a logo. You can look it up to decode what I'm saying right now. So I happened to drop this capitalistic cup. And it broke. And you know, I realized, it's really, really cheap. Okay? Really, really cheap. You know, I would think that it would actually like be worth, what, $30, $37, whatever. Anyways, what color do you think this is? And if you're watching it with someone, you can say out loud. If you're watching it with yourself, you can think in your head, or you can say out loud. I like to talk to myself out loud, to each its own, right? I mean, we're never really talking to ourselves anyway. You can note that. What color is this? We're going to talk about illusion. Optical illusion. Marketing. The media. Okay. We've been primed for this moment, everyone. Color theory is a real thing. Marketing strategies actually are put in place around elections as well. Okay? So what happens is the entertainment energy, that's so interesting. The entertainment industry has discovered how to evoke emotion in the people. So basically, without our consent, without even knowing what's happening, we are being programmed. But you know, you can't really sue anyone who literally says television programming. It's like, I want to sue you for programming me. Well, it's in the name. So we're constantly being programmed daily. So I don't know what color you guessed, but this is what color is in this cup. Blue. Okay. Woo! All the energy in the world. Your favorite sports players drink this drink. But we can't say what it is. You know what I mean? No label. It's all good. We don't need it. If you want to be hydrated, drink the red pill. You want to be fed, drink the red pill. What do you choose? This is the game that they are playing with us, brothers, sisters, and all of the above. It is in the divide. It is in the split. It is in the confusion of what truly is nourishment and what is artificial. What is true intelligence versus artificial intelligence? When will we choose nature? When will we learn alchemy? We're in the blackening stage right now. Things are literally burning. Fire is telling us systems need to come down in order for new seeds to be planted. It is time. Now, this isn't a conversation around we are all the same, we are all one, kumbaya, all of that, right? Because we really do need to talk about the fact that capitalism continues to extract from the earth. And yet we continue to participate in it. So can we actually choose to make a difference? I actually don't want to drink this cup at all. This is life. This is life. And you all can maybe imagine, what's the symbolism of all of this? What does this truly mean? That there's actual flowers that can turn the water blue. So we don't need, what is that? The red dye, blue dye, all of that. Why do we need that when nature does this? Okay. So this whole conversation of if you're going this way or that way, we're over it now. It's back to the land, back to the earth, back to our roots. I actually have to go get a lemon. Thank you. Okay, so this is the illusion, right? You only have two options. You only have two options. Or cancel anybody who voted for a third party because they just wasted their vote. You only have two options. You only have two options. Cancel everybody who voted for a third party because it is their fault. We are now going to be oppressed. Is that not the same narrative that got us into this mess? There's another option. It's called reciprocity. It's called actually humbling ourselves. Hey, we need some support. How do we live from the land? Yeah, who are we going to humble ourselves to? Our elders. Our indigenous elders who know how to listen to the land, honor the land, respect the land, learn from the land, give to the land. That is an option. We can choose to plant real seeds. We can choose to trust in the true algorithm, the divine systems that are in place in many cultures that have wisdom. These systems of support are available to us if we choose it. And that means getting a little uncomfortable. That means instead of eating the whole lemon, making sure my neighbors get some. That means trusting that nature is enough. That we would be taken care of just like all of the other mammals are taken care of. That maybe there's more to life than what we see. Maybe there's so much more underneath. if we get to know nature, if we play in nature, what was once blue can be purple. For those of you who are painters or artists or even understand like the color wheel, what color does blue and red make? What color does blue and red make? This is still drinkable. Butterfly pea tea, everyone. Real flowers, okay? Unity is still possible, but the government is not going to give that to us. So let me tell you a story about the spirit animal of episode 8. The spirit animal of episode 8 is the vulture. The vulture? What about the vulture? You think of the negative rep that vultures have. They're scavengers, right? They feed off of the dead. Okay. They are necessary for the ecosystem. I find this is a beautiful symbol for this time. And the second that I got that message that the vulture was the spirit animal for this episode, I thought about the story of Oshun, Ibukole. So Oshun was a beautiful peacock amongst other birds. And the people wanted the prayers to get to Olodumare. Olodumare, source, heaven, Oru, right? The people wanted the prayers to get to Olodumare because there was a drought. And the rain would not come. All of the birds were afraid to go that distance. They've never gone that far before. And Oshun the peacock said, I'm the one. So she flies with all of the prayers with her, flies to Olodumare. And as she's flying, she's getting closer and closer and closer to the sun. And her beautiful peacock feathers start to burn away and start to fall. And she finally makes it to Orun. She finally makes it to heaven. Olodumare sees that she's burnt up. Her feathers are no longer there. She's weak. He takes care of her. Because of her sacrifice, because of her bravery, he then appointed her the gift to bring the water back. So she returns to earth with the rain. And the people knew their prayers were heard. It's a time for us to go into the fire. We've tried the love and light. We now understand that authenticity has a stronger vibration than love. So we embrace the darkness and we authentically stand in our power and our truth. So I'm going to tell you a story that came from Cara Elizabeth's Animal Apothecary. Immense growth is the card. And this is the time period that we are in. Immense growth, the vulture. Vulture comes to speak to us about the wisdom of the sacredness of suffering. In Buddhism, the first noble truth is that all life involves suffering. It is not something to be escaped, but to be accepted. Only when we accept this law of our existence are we able to transmute and grow from suffering. Vulture sustains her life by living off of that which is dead. She does not interfere by bringing a quicker death to her prey. Instead, she allows it to endure what it must, and its suffering ends in its natural time. This mirrors back to us the importance of patience. There is a profound lesson in the name of the turkey vulture. Catharsis aura, meaning golden purifier. They indeed purify the landscapes by removing decomposing carcasses that could spread disease and harmful bacteria. In the same way, Vulture cleanses the land. Suffering purifies the heart from and removes the veils of ego. Suffering comes in two forms. Both are meant for growth. The first form is inflicted upon us and out of our control. The second form is self-inflicted, created from the attachments and illusions of our ego. Whatever form your own suffering takes, you must first accept it. When we resist the pain, when we resist aspects of ourselves we do not like, when we resist rejection, we perpetrate self-inflicted suffering. It is only when we accept it that pain begins to do what it was meant to do, transform us. This is the genius, alchemical property behind acceptance. It transmutes. Vulture's medicine asks you to understand that pain, suffering, and trauma hold an energetic power. It is your choice whether to allow that power to attack you or to transmute its energy into your greatest asset. If you choose the latter, within you a hidden gift will be revealed, far greater than all of your pain. The vulture. Eh? 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 Huh? Asking for our ancestors to surround us. Giving gratitude, reverence, and honor. Hey, this is your daughter Ade Tutu Yeye Odo, Omo Barbara, Oru Oru Irete. Aho to all of my ancestors. The Nassau, Blackfoot, and Cherokee people. Ashe to all of my ancestors. The Yoruba and Fulani people of Nigeria. Saluting your ancestors. Hey! 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 What? Hey! I'm just asking for support, for guidance, for a clear path. Calling in the four directions, taking in the knowledge of the north, the grounding of the south, the enlightenment of the east, the wisdom of the west. Can we be the medicine wheel? Truly. Can we be the medicine wheel? Truly. There's so much more. There's so much more. So there's a term in the acting world, like the theater world, and it's called the fourth wall. And for those of you who are not actors or are unfamiliar with the fourth wall is when the character in a TV show or a play is no longer talking to the other characters. They are now talking to you, the viewer. So that's the fourth wall. And today, what we have done is we have broken the fifth wall. So the fifth wall is that moment where not only does the character stop speaking to the characters in the film and turns their attention to speak directly to you, the viewer, they are also telling you, you are a character just as they are, and you are being observed just as they are, and you are being watched just as they are. It's the Wizard of Oz. It's the journey all the way to the Emerald City to realize it was all an illusion. So America, are we awake? What truly runs this country? Is it really about a president? Or is it about the precedence of, what do they call it? The green, the moolah, the money. Is it this game? You need money to buy food. Wait, but money is made from paper. Paper comes from trees. Trees produce fruit. Did we not just experience that today? So if we choose to not cut down the tree and instead choose to nurture it, we then would be fed. So the jig is up. We are all awake. There is no excuse. Back to the land. Land back now. Learn from our indigenous elders. Give reverence for their descendants. And live the way we were supposed to live. Social network. Can that be real? So here is the invitation. This is the close of episode 8 of Into the Cave. I will lead by example. I already know my neighbor to the right of me and my neighbors to the left of me. We already look out for each other. My invitation is for you to go to the neighbor to your right and go to the neighbor to your left. This is the prompt. Take a moment before you go to think about what you have to offer. What are you okay with letting go of? Make a list of that. And then on the other side, document what you need, what you might be short on, and list that. And then bring that list when you go to your neighbors and share it with them. And then prompt them, invite them, ask them if they are willing to do the same with the neighbor to the right and the left of them. And then that's how we spread out our connection and network. There's an African proverb, right? When spider webs unite, they can catch a lion. Well, if this is the book of Revelation and we're in the belly of the beast, let's do this as a tribe, as community. Things might not always be what they seem. Some things might look blue, but are really purple. Just be patient enough to explore other perspectives.